Today on Journey to Prophecy.
Thing of a container full of letters that they had that they were giving away, and there were letters that more people wouldn't have wanted, so that's why they were free. But like odd letters of the alphabet like Z, Y, and I remember said I'm just gonna get this Y. We got that Y and sat on our shelf for about 2 years in our office, and people come into the office and say, "What Y stand for?" I said, "I don't know. It's just." So now that you have your father in your life, what is the future looking like for you?
My future is great, and before I go into what my future look like, I want to reflect back on the first time I talked to him on the phone. The first time I talked to him on the phone, me and him was talking, and I was laughing, and he was laughing, but it felt like I was talking through an echo through the phone to myself. I said, I'm laughing at myself. Then when he talked, and I said, like I asked a question, and I answered myself. And I said, Lord, you have given me an experience as if I'm talking to myself. I said, wow. I said, Lord, when I meet him, I said, I know it's everything that you intend for it to be. And by him being in my life now, he have filled that void space that when I was young growing up, that I felt like it was an empty place, and I was living trying to find that empty place, and I was putting all the drugs, all the alcohol, I was putting all those things in that empty place trying to find myself. And when I found him, and that filled then that empty space, and I believe in my spirit the different things that I was trying to walk forth in life, it made it easier for me to go forth in those areas because I had found my father. I found the part of me to impart in me. I found a love that I've been longing for a long time, and areas in my life that I was beat down about that now I don't have to be beat down about it no more.
Amen. I'm just so encouraged by you guys' testimony to see just the resemblance, and even having the last 2 years and being around you both and watching y'all interact with each other, and the way that y'all talk the same, y'all even walk the same, y'all got some of the same behaviors when it come down to different things, same smile. It was just a experience that was very strange for me. I remember the first time we met you, I was like, man, you look for me, so you've been looking at me for 14 years. It's like I already had knew him for a long time, because I saw so much of you in him, and I'm just it encouraged my faith to trust God and to wait on God, and that He can do the impossible in an unexpected time. Cause the God we serve works things out. He likes to get glory in those type of moments. Right. And when He get glory in them type of moments, He just step in, and then people look and say, that had to be God. Yeah, my God. So at this point, you have your father in your life, and as a man, something I shared with you was that I saw something be made whole in you before my very eye, and I didn't even know you were that broken until your father came into your life. It was like a total change or something. I could see it. It was a change in your behavior, and I'm so encouraged and so thankful for God for that. Sometimes you don't even know a person's inner hurts until God reveal them to you or show you through a moment like that, and it has blessed me. And y'all both are the same. Both of y'all, I love that you could cry. It's all right to cry.
I feel a lot of the brokenness is I think sometimes we can hide. Yeah. You can know a certain thing happening in your life, and you can know a certain that you've been longing and needing something in your life, but at the same time you're hiding, you're covering up. Yeah. You're trying to say to yourself, "Oh, I'm all right." You're trying to say to yourself, "Well, it's okay if I don't have it. It's okay if I don't get a chance to experience it." You're telling yourself that it's okay, and what it is it's a protection mode. It's a protection mode of you telling yourself that it's okay instead of dealing with it. Right. Dealing with the fact that that's not there. Dealing with the fact that you're longing for that. Dealing with those facts that cause greatness to come in your life, because I always remember God have a purpose for your life. Yes. And one of the greatest things, the greatest way you can walk into the purpose of your life is to find out who you are. Right. And now I found out a whole lot of who I am now because I got my dad in my life. Yeah. And so now I'm ready to plow forth in what God really has for us in the future.
Let me share one more thing about the journey. When you heading on a journey, sometimes you get pieces and tidbits of along the way that you're necessary for where you're going. I think back to the day we were in Hobby Lobby, and they had a whole thing of a container full of letters that they were giving away. And there were letters that more people wouldn't have wanted, so that's why they were free. But like, odd letters of the alphabet like Z, Y. And I remember said, I'm just going to get this Y. We got that Y inside on our shelf for about 2 years in our office. And people come into the office and say, what Y stand for? I said, I don't know, it's just up there. Why you asking? That I would say it was a joke for me, like, why you asking? I said, I just like the letter. And I thought it was funny in God's sense of humor to know that it was a part of you. That's your last name. It's first letter of your last name through your father, through that lineage. So God sometimes will give us a little peekaboo see into where we're going, but we don't understand that he's already aligning stuff. It takes us to totally get into that moment to get a big picture of it. But he already had gave us a wheelie and already had gave us a why. We just didn't understand what he was doing. Exactly. And I'm just grateful to God for that. Papa, anything you want to share from your heart that you think that would encourage somebody else right now?
Well, you just have to believe and have a relationship with God. You got to give your life to God in order to just get what you're looking for. Right. You can't do it by yourself.
Thank you, Lord.
You got to have the Lord. He'll make a way.
Oh yeah.
He'll make a way. We sit here, me and my son, right here today.
Yeah.
Amen.
All them years, but I didn't give up. I couldn't give up.
Amen.
This is my son.
Amen.
Yeah.
You got to share, Apostle, about how the feeling you had going to Millersville for the first time. We have often looked at our cell phone and watched our videotape. Y'all know I like to picture and take video. I videotaped the first time y'all met each other. Yeah. And from time to time, we'll look back on that moment and I said, Lord, Jesus, that's where it started at.
If I could describe it, it was a freeze time moment. It was a moment we seen each other. It like the time stopped. Yeah. Everything around us just froze. Mm-hmm. And we began to look into each other's face and talk to each other. We were talking, but the time went moving. The time went moving. And after we left that place, the time started back.
Yeah.
Awesome. What about it? How did you experience your family? That's another great testimony. On the young side, how did you?
If I could describe it, I'd describe it this way. If some people know about the Antoine Fisher story, if they have seen the Antoine Fisher picture, is when Antoine, at the end, he found out about his father, found out his family on his father's side, and the whole family welcomed him. They welcomed him there with at the table full of nothing but just refreshment, all kind of soul food. Everybody loved him. He got so much hugs, and people just want to know more about him. They introduced themselves. I got a chance, and that was one of my favorite movies. And I didn't realize why that was my favorite movie growing up. It was my favorite movie because what place filled that young man's life in that movie was the place I was longing to fill my life. No. And God gave me a chance in my life to get the same feeling that movie gave. And matter of fact, I can't compare that feeling.
Right.
I wouldn't even compare it to the movie, but I would just say this is an example of how I felt. Right. And I thank God for that moment. I thank God for that moment each and every day. Each and every day of it.
I just want to get him a special shout out to your side of the family for just the embracing that we have had from them, the love, and we have showed a genuine love and really have embraced our family with God's love, and like they always been there, like it always been there, and to see that happen, that's it. It brings joy to my heart.
I talked to him all them years. I said I wanted them to know I had a son. If he come up, if I was gone, and this guy come around, that's y'all nephew, and y'all love him.
And they did.
They did, and he's telling me just like they already knew him.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lord.
Well, I thank you guys so much for sharing y'all's testimony, and I know it's gonna bless somebody's life to stay encouraged. Don't give up. Amen. God, on this journey, it's gonna be some hard times. You may have to go through some, but in your least expected time, God's gonna show up. Yeah, it's all a part.